There are days when your thoughts feel louder than your own voice. They rush in without permission. They twist simple moments into heavy ones. They drain your energy before the day even starts. You try to stay calm, but your mind keeps racing. You try to move forward, but something keeps pulling you back. And the worst part is how easily one thought becomes a chain, then a storm, then a feeling that takes over everything. Most people think their mind works against them because life is difficult. The truth is simpler. No one taught you how to guard it. No one taught you that you have more authority over your own thoughts than you believe. Let me start with an image. Imagine your mind as a fortress. Not some fairy tale castle with turrets and flags, but a heavy stone-walled stronghold. Thick gates, iron hinges, guards posted at the entrance. Inside, everything you value most is stored. Your peace, your clarity, your sense of self. Now here's the catch. That fortress is only as strong as the gatekeeper. If you leave the gate open, or worse, if you let anyone wander in, you've basically surrendered your most precious ground. And the invaders? They're not soldiers. They're emotions. Anger, fear, envy, bitterness. Once inside, they don't just sit quietly. They ransack the place. This metaphor, the inner fortress, isn't just something I made up. It actually traces back to ancient philosophy, particularly the Stoics. People like Epictetus, who started life as a slave and became one of the most respected teachers of his time, and Marcus Aurelius, who, just happened to be the emperor of Rome. Both of them believed that the real battles in life aren't external. They happen inside, in how we handle our thoughts and emotions. Here's a little context. Picture living 2,000 years ago. Plagues, wars, constant political instability. You never knew what tomorrow would bring. And yet, these philosophers argued that peace was still possible. Not because the world was calm. It wasn't. But because you could decide what to let into your own mind. Epictetus taught that every impression, every first reaction we have to an event is like a messenger knocking on the fortress gate. Your job isn't to throw the door open and say, "Come on in." It's to pause and ask, "Do you belong here?" Marcus Aurelius, the emperor, took this even further. In his private notes, he wrote about his inner citadel, an unconquerable part of the self. He believed that no insult, no misfortune, no betrayal could really harm him, unless he opened the gate and let those emotions take over. So, what does this look like for us today? Let's be real for a second. You don't need barbarians storming your walls. The enemies are already in your pocket, on your phone. Say you're scrolling through Instagram. You see a friend, or let's be honest, maybe not even a real friend, showing off their new car, their vacation, their promotion. You feel that little sting. Why not me? If envy slips in, it starts eating away at your motivation. Instead of working on your own goals, you sit there comparing, sulking. Or traffic. Traffic. The breeding ground of open gates. Someone cuts you off. If you're not careful, anger storms in, and suddenly you're raging at a stranger you'll never see again. But here's the real damage. You carry that anger home, and now you're snapping at your kids, your partner, your dog. The driver didn't ruin your day. You let them in through the gate. And then there's fear. Maybe you want to start a business, or even something smaller, like applying for a scholarship. The fear of failure creeps in, whispering, "Don't bother, you'll just embarrass yourself." If the gatekeeper isn't awake, fear takes the keys and locks you inside your own walls. The Bible taught us in Romans 12:2, the verse that says, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good, pleasing, and perfect will." Now, I don't want this to sound abstract. Let's talk about practical ways to actually guard your gates. How do we do it? 1. Pause before you react. You don't have to label everything instantly. Someone criticizes your work? Instead of thinking, "They hate me," pause and ask, "What's the fact here?" The fact is probably just, "They want a better report." That pause, that's the guard holding up a hand. 2. Interrogate the emotion. I sometimes imagine this like a bouncer outside a nightclub. Anger walks up. The guard asks, "What's your business here?" If the answer is, "I just want to trash the place," the guard says, "No entry." But if anger is saying, "Hey, I'm here to push you to stand up for yourself," maybe you let it in, but only under supervision. 3. Train daily. A fortress doesn't defend itself by accident. Soldiers drill, practice, strengthen the walls. Same with the mind. Journaling, meditation, even just 5 minutes of reflection. What emotion slipped past my gate today? That's mental training. 4. Let allies in. Guarding the gate isn't just about keeping invaders out. It's also about welcoming allies. Gratitude, patience, admiration instead of envy. Imagine if, the next time someone gets the promotion, you choose to let admiration in instead. "Wow, they worked hard. Maybe I can learn from them." That small shift changes everything. But here's the twist. Do we guard too much? Let's be fair. Some people might argue, "Wait, shouldn't we feel emotions? Isn't anger sometimes justified? Isn't fear protective?" And honestly, yes. If you're walking down a dark alley and you feel fear, that's your body protecting you. If you see injustice and feel anger, that might be the spark that drives you to take action. The Stoics weren't saying to live like a robot. What they were really after was awareness and choice. You don't have to slam the gate shut forever. You just need to be a conscious gatekeeper. You decide who comes in, how long they stay, and what role they play. This is why this matters now. Fast forward to our world today. Constant news alerts, notifications, headlines engineered to provoke outrage. Our gates are under siege, not from armies, but from algorithms. If you don't guard the gates of your mind, someone else will rush them for you. That might mean setting boundaries on social media. It might mean saying no to a conversation you know will spiral into negativity. Or it might just mean taking a breath, literally one deep breath, before you respond to something. That breath is a guard raising the drawbridge. Here's something you can try, starting tonight. Step 1. Identify your weakest gate. Is it anger, fear, envy? Be honest. Step 2. Come up with a guard ritual. For example, when I feel envy creeping in, I'll stop scrolling for 1 minute and name 3 things I'm grateful for. Or, when I feel anger rise in traffic, I'll take 1 slow breath before reacting. Step 3. Track your victories. Write down just 1 moment a day where you caught yourself and closed the gate. Those small wins pile up into real resilience. So here's the big idea. Your mind is a fortress. It's strong. It's resilient. But only if you guard the gates. Don't hand over the keys to every passing emotion or every random stranger online. Choose who gets in. Invite courage. Invite patience. Invite gratitude. And when the invaders come, and they will, stand at the gate and say, "Not today." Because when you guard your inner fortress, The world can rage all it wants, but you'll remain steady. And that, more than power, more than wealth, more than any external victory, that's real freedom. So the challenge is simple. This week, practice guarding your gates. Just try it. You'll be surprised at how much lighter, calmer, and stronger you feel when you finally take back the keys.